back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a pattern review on this top that I'm wearing. It is the Grainline Studio Willow Tank, or it can also be a dress. This was actually on my spring plans, and I just actually got around to making it probably I think last month. But hey, better late than never, and it's still pretty warm, so like I still get a lot of use out of it. The fabric that I used is this white cotton eyelet fabric that I picked up from mood.com, and then I lined it with a very lightweight cotton lawn that I also picked up from Mood. And I ended up dyeing it using the lemon yellow color from Rit. I used the liquid dye. And the instructions on the bottle say to dye your fabric for 30 minutes, and I did a little test swatch on that, and the fabric actually ended up becoming very, very dark yellow, which is not what I wanted. I wanted like a nice sunshiny color, perfect for spring and summer. So I did a couple of test swatches, and 5 minutes is what gave me this color. And just something to keep in mind, so I couldn't fit all my fabric in the pot that I was using. So I dyed them like piece by piece. It was 4 pieces. It was the front piece, the back piece, and then the 2 lining pieces to correspond. But anyway, so I dyed it piece by piece, and then I used the same dye batch. So I'm not entirely sure why it kind of created an ombre effect. So like my first piece is darker, you know, than the second piece that I dyed, which is darker than the third piece, and so on. I'm not really sure how that happened. So it's not really noticeable to like someone who wouldn't be looking for that, but you know, I notice it, so that may be something if you want to dye your fabric to kind of keep that in your mind, to try to get it all in there at once. Okay, so let's get on to the review. So the first thing I'm going to review on is the fit and the sizing. So my measurements put me at a size 4, and that is what I sewed up. And it fits me very, very well. It's not tight on the arms, it's not like overly large in the bust area, which I have an issue with on a lot of patterns. And the length is really nice. This is a very, very good pattern for that, for the fit and sizing. And I've noticed at Grainline Studio, they actually do a really good job with the fit of their patterns. Next is the instructions. So I have the PDF version, so I don't have physical instructions to show you. But I really like their instructions. They're very clearly written and have really nice like illustrated photos. And then if you're someone who wants to have a sew-along, or you need a sew-along, they also offer that as well. And their sew-alongs are very, very well written. The instructions are very clear, and the pictures are very clear and detailed. So, which is what I like, because I've kind of, I've read a few sew-alongs that I was a little frustrated because the instructions were a little bit vague, and then the pictures, I wasn't sure what's going on in the pictures. I never had that problem with a Grainline Studio sew-along. They make really great sew-alongs, and I'm really glad that they, that they have them, because sometimes you need that little extra bit. Okay, options. So this comes with 2 options. You can make the tank, which is what I made, as well as a dress version. And then they also do on their blog too, where they kind of hack their patterns. So the hack that they did that caught my eye on the Willow was they did a cropped version, which was my original plan, was to make this cropped so I could wear it with my high-waisted jeans. I thought that would look super adorable. But then the more that I thought about it, I only have 1 pair of high-waisted jeans, so I'd only be able to wear this top with those pants and not get a lot of wear out of it. So I ended up making the full-length version, which I'm happy with. I don't regret that decision. So, but they do do blog posts on like different hacks that they do on their patterns. Right, and their availability. So they actually offer this in both PDF and printed. So their PDF pattern, you can either, they send you files to print at home or to print in the copy shop. And I decided to print it at FedEx just because I don't know, I used to like having the availability, like the instant availability PDFs, but then I got tired of spending all night sticking pages together. And then sometimes like the lines don't always match up on those pages. But Grainline patterns, because I have a bunch of their PDFs and I put a bunch of them together. I've never had a problem with the lines not matching up. They always match up perfectly. So if you have the time and don't want to take it to go get printed somewhere else, you're not going to have an issue putting their pieces together because they always match up perfectly, and it's amazing. And they also do, I'm not sure if Mac computers use like a different like file, because they also, I've noticed when I go to open up the file folder that they give me, they have like another folder that says like Mac in there. So I think that's for like if you own like an Apple product, that way it's compatible with your computer. I'm not entirely sure because I don't know anything about computers, so I could be lying to you, but if that sounds right, then just go with it, I guess. And yeah, so I'm going to tell you what I did to this top. So obviously I dyed the fabric yellow, and then I'm going to stand up real quick to show you the hem. So the hem is pretty wide. It's about like what, like 2 inches, I think. So what I did was I cut the lining pieces shorter than the outer shell fabric. And the reason I did that was because when you fold it over, I didn't want all this fabric getting all bunched up and bulky in here. So I cut it maybe 1/4 of an inch more than like the actual hem allowance, and just folded over the hem, and it's sandwiched in there nice and neat, and it lays nice and flat. So yeah, and then also I think the instructions tell you to use bias binding for the neckline and armholes, but since I was lining this garment, I didn't use that. I just sewed like this. So yeah, just sewed around the neckline at the seam allowance that it would need if you use the bias binding, and then just turned it inside out, and it created a nice clean finish. And that's all I've changed. I don't know if you would call that change, but those are little different things, I guess, that I did to this pattern. And I love this top. I wear this top with my like denim high-waisted jeans. I wear it with white pants. I wear it with white shorts. I've tucked it into like, you know, cute little like skater skirt. Really versatile. And I do want to make more of these, but not now because it's starting to get cold here. I probably should start working on my fall sewing, fall and the winter, because I've noticed that it takes me very long. I'm not a very fast sewer. I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm not a fast sewer. My like season plans have like 14 items that I want to make, and I usually end up making like 5. But I mean, that's why they call them plans, right? They change. Okay, enough rambling. I've been rambling for a very long time. So can you guys let me know if you've made this top and what version you've made, if you made the tank or if you made the dress or both, and what you thought of it. And if you like these kind of videos, please give this one a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye!